Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for tuning in with me today. And first off, Happy New Year. I hope you all had a great start to 2025. I'm going to be starting off this year with complaining. I'm going to be complaining about the worst makeup that was released in 2024. I would say these were the products that just did not work out for me. These are my purchase regrets. And I do think in general, there are just better products out there on this oversaturated market. So if you do want to know what I would recommend instead, just stay tuned on here because I'm going to be uploading my best of makeup 2024 very soon. In case you still do enjoy a good old complaining video about all of the makeup fails, why not give this video a thumbs up? Subscribe to my channel for the new year. I've got so much amazing content planned for 2025. And also don't forget to ring the bell in order to get notified about my upcoming videos. I just also want to preface this video by saying these products did not work out for me personally. This does not mean that you're not gonna have a total different experience with them. I mean, if these work out for you, look, I'm gonna love them for you. But yeah, me and these products, we don't have a love story. We have a breakup story. We are not getting along. Like, it is just time to draw the line. And also, this video is not meant to like put you in a bad mood, to give you bad vibes. It's also not meant to bash any brand. Like, honestly, this is just my personal experience, and I'm going to explain to you why I did not enjoy these products fully. I also feel like I have a lot of brands that I do have some other products with them that I truly adore. So this might just be the exception to the rule for certain brands, but you know, it's inevitable that sometimes a product just does not work out for us. Now, I don't really have that many products in front of me, so there's not like an abundance of products that I've purchased that I really disliked, but there are quite a few. Still, unfortunately, every year I just wish I don't have any product for a video like that because it just goes to show that I picked some products that, you know, did not work out for me and I could have saved my money because also I did purchase these products with my own money. None of this was sent to me, so hopefully I can save you guys some coins with this video. We are just going to be starting off with the primer section. I only have one primer that really did not work out for me. And also, they do have other primers that I prefer. But this one, is just such a hard pass for me. So this is by One Size Beauty and this is the Oil Sucker Extreme Mattifying Primer. So when I purchased this, I had huge expectations because as you guys may know, or maybe you don't, but if you do, I actually do have a little bit more oily prone skin and I really do need something that does do some oil controlling throughout my day. But this product just had, this is just annoying. This is just an annoying product to me. The application process is so annoying. It's just so time consuming. First off, you gotta shake this. Then the only way that I could make this work somehow was to apply just a little bit of this product and really like tap it in. And then you have to sit there for 3 minutes expressionless. I mean, I don't have that time. I don't want to waste like 3 minutes just to sit there. No, absolutely not. I just want my primers to be easy to use and to be effective. And also, this one just wasn't effective. My biggest issue, though, with this one is the fact that when I applied this onto my forehead, it would pill. No matter what I did, it would ball up, and I had these little balls just all over my face. It was so annoying. And honestly, I am not alone with this problem. I read the reviews on Sephora, and there were a bunch of people that actually complained about this. Now, this does not give me a white cast. Some people also do experience that with this primer. It does not do that for me. I mean, why would it give you a white cast? It's just such a weird formula. But my main problem with this is literally the pilling and these balls, and it's just always happening on my forehead. Right here where I put it, it's fine, but honestly, it does not even mattify me like that much. It's just not worth the high price. And also last time when I opened this up, yeah, it's almost like there's like dandruff coming from this. So this is just super drying. I don't know if I just have a bad product, a bad batch, or if this is the case for everyone. Just too many drawbacks for me to actually say that this was worth the coin. Really not. I will say though, their Secure de Blur primer is fantastic. That is one of my favorite primers out there. This one just not for me, and this formula did not work out. So in terms of foundations, I'm not going to be talking about any foundations in today's video. Look, I actually did an entire foundation ranking of all of the newly released foundations of 2024, where I ranked them from worst to best. I did a separate video on that. So in case you've not seen it just yet, I don't want to spoil it for you. I'm going to be linking it in my description box down below. I'm also going to put a card up here so you can click on it if you want to watch it later. So in case you watched that, you already know what did not work out for me. So I can save some time in this video and I can jump straight into the concealer category. And let me tell you, I have tried out some bad concealers this year. Some really bad concealers. I feel like this wasn't, the year for concealers. Absolutely not. So maybe let's just start off with this one. This one is by Fenty Beauty, and it's the Wear Even Hydrating Longwear Concealer. It was honestly a creasy mess, and I was looking forward to try this out. And I also purchased the shade that I usually have in their foundations, which is the shade 200C. But to my disadvantage, this shade range is not the same as their foundations, which kind of sucks because this concealer is lighter than my foundation and it's significantly lighter. And I don't like that. I don't like it if my concealer is like 3 shades lighter than my foundation. It just looks so unnatural for me to put a very bright concealer underneath my eyes. And I wish they could have just, matched the shade range in their concealer to their foundation. And also because this is so light, I thought, okay, maybe let's just try a deeper shade. But there was not a cool undertone with the deeper light to medium shade range. Did not exist. So I was like, whatever. Also, it already separates. Like, it's just so bizarre. I don't know if you can see this, but right here, there is some strange liquid gathering in this, and it just really looks spoiled. And this is not even a year old. This has definitely gone bad. This has a 6-month expiration date. I don't love that. But my biggest issue with this product was the fact this was crease central, did not have enough coverage, did not look flattering on me. Not a great product. Like, there are so many better concealers out there for this price point. Not good. And then also the next one. I just can't. I don't love this. Like, I know there are some people out there who love this. I'm not one of them. So this is by Danessa Myricks, and this is the Yummy Skin Lift and Flax Concealer. So this concealer by Danessa Myricks, I've got this in the shade 5, and I have the same complaint as with most of her complexion products. Where are your cool pink undertones? Where are they? This looked like it would work. Like, sometimes if I can't find like a proper pink or like more of a neutral leaning pink undertone, I tend to try out something that might be a little bit more peachy leaning, because I kind of can make it work a little bit better than something that like pulls yellow or olive on me. This is yellow. This has somewhat of a weird yellowish undertone. This is so dry. And I have oily skin. Like, usually I do have a little bit more oily skin, especially around here. Underneath my eyes, I don't want something though that is drying. I really don't. And this was, again, crease central. This immediately creased underneath my eyes upon immediate application. The coverage is okay, but it's just too drying for me, even for my oily skin. I think this just looked cakey after a while. It just looked so unflattering on my skin, and I really don't like this. I really do not love this whatsoever. So unfortunately, this one also did not work for me. And what else was there? So I have 2 more concealers here. And these 2 concealers, I kind of prefer them a little bit over these 2. However, they're just too pricey. And actually, I made an entire video on them when I received them first, and I compared them against each other. But I continuously used them. And I just feel like these are not worth the high price point. You may know which ones I'm referring to. So the very first one that I obviously ended up not enjoying was the Westman Atelier Vital Skincare Concealer. Bloody hell, this one, I just think this is not good for the price point. Like, listen, when I tried this out in the beginning, I felt like it was okay. The more I continued using this, the worse I felt about it. Because when I wore this on a long, long, long day, this just looked terrible at the end of my day. You know, this just looked like so heavy, so thick. It almost borderline started looking cakey. And for the price point, I just don't think that this is good. There are so many other concealers that will perform so much better throughout the day. Also, underneath my eyes, at the end of the day, I did not like this. Also, I don't love the shade range. Again, we have an issue with them not providing any like pink neutral undertones. I've got this actually in the shade e.l.f, which was marketed as a peachy undertone. Well, it's straight up yellow. Like, I already pointed that out in my video where I compared this product to the next product that is coming up. But yeah, this is just not it. I will say the next product, I do prefer this one a lot more, but this also comes with some drawbacks, mainly the high price tag and some other things about it that just I cannot recommend this product though. I really can't. So this is by Victoria Beckham, and this is the concealer pen. This stuff is so expensive, and this packaging sucks. I hate this packaging. So messy. Who on earth thought that it would be a great idea for her to come out with something like this? This is not good. She has this amazing packaging with her Posh gloss. Why did she not use the packaging of the Posh gloss and gave us a doe foot, gave us a beautiful sort of packaging? For this to be so expensive, also, you're not gonna get any product. Like, this only comes with 2.4 milliliters, also has a 6-month expiration date on it. So 0.08 fluid ounces, like, what the heck? And I actually do like this formula. This does not crease. It actually looks really pretty on me, but I have to use so much of this product because otherwise I'm not going to get any coverage. So what's the point? Like, a concealer is there to provide you with additional coverage. This is just providing me with like just some light coverage. I think she should have called this maybe an under eye brightener or like an under eye skincare tinted cream, something like that. But this ain't a concealer. And it's just a little bit of a ripoff, if I may say. And I love so many things by Victoria Beckham. And again, I actually do like this concealer because the formula is lovely. But the packaging, this entire experience, the fact that you have to pay so much money, and I know there are these skincare infused ingredients in there that probably make this so expensive. But then, just give us more product. Give us some nice packaging, like make it worth the experience. And this product did not make it worth the experience at all. So, yeah, I've got 4 concealers. So this was kind of like a bad year for concealers. So let's move on to the next category, and this is setting powders. And we're going to start off with, again, a very expensive setting powder. I had my hopes up high because I do enjoy this brand so much, but this, oh no, just a hard pass for me. So the first one is by Hourglass, and this is the Vanish Airbrush Pressed Powder. I mean, you guys do know how much I love Hourglass. I've got so many holy grails by them. I definitely do adore them. But what was this? This was such a bad powder. Like, so pricey. This did not do anything for me. I hate the packaging too. Fingerprint central on here. And then this is just wasted space. And then this powder puff, it's bad. It's not nice. Like, this shape is silly. It's just so, so silly. This did claim to be an oil controlling powder. How? I put this on and this did not set anything. Like, I felt like every foundation that I used this on top of, it basically just looked heavy on my skin. And after a couple of seconds, like my oil started poking through. If I use a little bit of a dewier foundation, forget about it. This powder did not set anything. It just made my skin look so dry at the end of the day. It was so unflattering. I just absolutely did not love this. I have this in the shade Translucent Light. And it's just so bad. It's just not a good powder. I mean, and although I don't really love their Veil Translucent Setting Powder, it is still so much better than this. The next powder is not that expensive. It's not going to break your bank, but I just don't like this whatsoever. This did not look great on my skin. So this one is by Tower 28, and this is the Get Set Setting Powder. This is also a pressed powder. I did not like this. First off, this is the shade Palisades Pink. Like, this was supposed to be their pink shade. This is not pink. This might have like a slight pinkish undertone somewhere. But this is not pink. I'm so sorry. If anything, this is more of a salmon shade than a pink shade. And this powder in general, I did not like this formula. This also made me look so like dry. This is so detectable on the skin. This is also not very cosmetically elegant. So this powder underneath my eyes did not look great. This made every concealer look so dry. It made my entire face look very, very cakey. It was very detectable, and it's just such a drying formula. And this comes from somebody who actually likes a powder that has some oil control to it, but I don't want my powders to be visible on my skin. Now, those were all of the setting powders that I had. So we're going to be moving on to complexion products, like color complexion products. I did not really try out a bad bronzer that I still own. I did try out one recently that I had to return it, and it's this one. This one is by Makeup by Mario. It's this liquid bronzer. I applied this and my skin started to itch. I wanted to scratch myself and it looked so unflattering on me. I also purchased the shade Light Medium, and that shade just did not look great. It looked very patchy on me. I don't know, my skin must have just absorbed this product and it just left these like dots all over, and I don't know, I had to return it. So I can show you the pack shot. You know, I had this product. I've obviously filmed a pack shot. I had to return it. Like, this was no use for me and it was too expensive to keep around and to just rot here. So I returned it to Sephora. I had a bad reaction to this product, and that rarely happens. Like, I very, 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 very rarely get any reactions to makeup, but this was something I just wanted to scratch my skin. I felt a tingling sensation. I didn't like it. So yeah, returned that product. So that's the only bronzer that did not work out for me this year. But that being said, I also did not try out a ton of bronzers this year because I already have so many. And the ones that I've tried out, I actually liked them. So they're going to be in my best of video. So let's actually move on to the blush category. This blush, I tried this in so many different ways. I don't think it's the worst product out there, but I don't like it. So this is by Lawless, and this is the Pinch My Cheeks Soft Blur Cream Blush. This blush, I was so disappointed in it because I love their powder formula. Like, I've got almost every shade that they have in their powder formula. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of a cream blush to start off with. It has to be a very specific cream for me to actually love it. This actually claims to be a soft blur cream. Oh, this is not blurring whatsoever. This was actually so reflective, almost to the point where I felt like it was greasy on my skin. And I tried this underneath powder. I tried this on top of powder. On top of powder, this product would just look so patchy. But even underneath powder, although it was a little bit better, I don't like this. This is the shade Rosebud. I actually do love this shade. There are some people out there on the internet that will tell you that this is a cream to powder formula. Nah. No. This is a straight up cream, and it feels like that. On my skin, it looked so greasy. I mean, you can watch my video where I applied this, okay? I can't. And there are so many products by Lawless that I actually do enjoy. This was not one of them. Fun fact, I don't have any highlighters in this video. I did not try out a highlighter this year that I really felt like was bad, that did not work out for me. So that's great for the highlighter section. So let's move on to the next category. Let's move on to the eyes. So let's maybe start off with an eyebrow product that I did not enjoy this. And so this is by e.l.f. Cosmetics, and this is the Instant Lift Waterproof Brow Pencil. This was so waxy. This almost felt like a hybrid in between like a pomade and a waxy, absolutely goopy sort of like pencil. This really just made my eyebrows look like I had like gunk in them. I did not enjoy using this. I actually showed some footage in my full face of e.l.f. where I featured this product. This looked bad on me. There are so many other drugstore pencils out there that are so much better than this, especially by NYX. So don't even bother with this because this is just not great. Another product that I did not enjoy. Oh my gosh, this was bad. Man, this made me look like a fool. This was by Milk Makeup, and this is the Kush High Roll Brow Tint. I actually do have this in the shade Herb. This, honestly, my problem is this wand. This wand, I can't get over this. This is so big. It's just too large. And also the wand has these silicone bristles on here. And the problem with having only silicone bristles is that it won't really like give you a nice even tint. It will just coat, you know, your eyebrows, like the hair. It was very, very strong. It dried down so quickly as well. If they would have made this product in a clear shade, I could see the benefit for some people. But this being a tinted product, I don't get it. I really don't, because if you are purchasing a tinted gel, you kind of want it to also just fill in your gaps and maybe just do a little bit more than just like laminating your brows. I looked ridiculous with this. I did not like this one bit, unfortunately. I just think if this would have come out in a clear shade, I could kind of understand it, but this being a tint, absolutely not. In terms of eyeshadows, I'm going to be doing a yearly ranking of all of the eyeshadow palettes that I've tried out in 2024. I'm a little bit behind, but it's going to come out in January at some point, maybe mid-January, somewhere around that time period. I'm going to do my best to actually make it happen. So we're going to be skipping the eyeshadow category. So I'm going to be moving on to the mascaras. I've got two mascaras here. The very first one was actually a mascara that came out in late 2023. So this is by e.l.f. Beauty, and this is the Modern Mascara. Now look, I have a lot of products that I like by e.l.f. I mean, I'm wearing one of their lipsticks on my lips today with their lip liner, and I love it. I really do love it. But this mascara, this was something that over time, the more I used this, the less I liked this. The problem with this is, I'm going to show you the wand real quick. The wand is pretty big, I want to say, and it's also a little bit chaotic if I'm looking at the bristles. I don't understand these bristles that much, but I felt like this was an issue with the formula, and this is not an expensive product necessarily. It's not the most expensive mascara I've ever tried, but this was so dry that it would crumble down. Like I had black snowflakes coming down, and it's just a no-go for me. That's something that I don't love. I just think this formula is too dry. It does not do that immediately. Like give it 2 hours, and if you touch your lashes, you can feel that it's crumbling off once you touch it. So a very dry formula, would not recommend this product necessarily, and I also did not love the next one. This one is also by e.l.f. Cosmetics, and this is the Lash Extender Tubing Mascara. A lot of people apparently love this. I don't understand it. I really don't, because this was so clumpy, and again, such a crumbly formula. Did not work out for me. It didn't do the tubing thing. I just did not like this. I really did not love it. Again, just a bad formula. When I applied it, it was okay, but it also was just a little bit clumpy. It actually has like one of these silicone brushes that I love that usually work out very, very well for me. So this is not a problem with the brush. It's just this formula. Those were all of the eye products that I had for this year. Now we're going to get to the next category and the last category, which is the lips. I tried out so many bad lip products. I have one lip liner that I truly did not love. This one is by Hourglass, and this is the Shape and Sculpt lip liner. I have this in the shade Candid 5. This is such an expensive product. It's so expensive. I don't like this formula. I love the shade. The shade is stunning. My problem is that when you put this on your lips and you go over the spot that you just put down, like if you retrace your lip liner, if you do that, it's gonna peel off. So it's something that I could just literally rub off. And I don't know if it's just this shade or if there are other shades. I also had a look at the reviews if somebody had a similar experience to me, because I know that a lot of people like this. And I did realize that some people had the same experience that I did. Maybe I got a bad batch. I don't know. I just think this is too expensive to have a bad batch. It's just too expensive. My problem was I wasn't able to build it up. And I also was not able to brush it out because this sets down so quickly that if you are trying to brush it out with a brush and to just kind of disperse it a little bit, it's just gonna look so patchy. So I don't love this formula. I just really, really did not enjoy this one by Hourglass. Maybe let's move on with some lip oils that I did not like. There was so many lip oils being released this year. I've tried out so many and I found some holy grails, but these are just, what is this stuff? First off, let's talk about this one. This is by Milk Makeup and it's the Kush Lip Oil. I gave this one a fair chance. Like, I tried to use this, and you can tell I did use this for a while. Until I realized that whenever I wore this and I was talking, this product is so thin that it would gather in the corners of my mouth and it would leave this milky sort of film. So that's a huge no-go. That is something just shows me that this formula is not great. It's not cosmetically elegant if that happens, and this happened on multiple occasions. And then I was just done with this. Also, I have this really bad flavor. This is a chocolate cake. This is not a chocolate cake. This is some rotten cacao, the ones that you are using to make hot chocolate with. That powder, very, very cheap powder, if it would have been stored in a cupboard for like a couple of decades. That's how this is tasting. It's disgusting. I'm so sorry, Milk, but this was not a great flavor. This chocolate is something where it makes me almost want to gag. I think this is one of these candidates that is going to get decluttered very, very soon. Okay, so the next product that I also don't love, because whenever I put this on, I just kind of want to gag. This is not the worst formula, but it's just not a great formula either. So this is by Say Beauty, and this is the Glossy Bounce lip oil. I have this in the shade Dip. I was really like looking forward to use this product. My problem is this smells this smells like a rotten lipstick. It smells so bad. Whenever this goes onto my lips, I'm just like, and this is not that old. This is like a brand new product. So what the heck? Like, if you are doing a fragrance-free lip product, make sure that it's not tasting or smelling like something that has completely gone off. I really don't like this. This formula is also nothing to write home about because it's just not very shiny. Almost feels like a balm to me. Like it feels like a liquefied balm. I will say though, this is also something that is gonna stick around though. So it's not like something that you put on and that immediately disappears. Like the next one. The next one. Oh no. What were they thinking? This is actually by one of my favorite brands. And this year, some of their releases were not great. Um, this is such a failed product to me. Oh my goodness. So this is by RMS Beauty, and this is their new lip oil. I've not even featured this product on my channel just yet because there is no point. I do have another lip product by them that I truly adore, but this one was just not it. This is not it. Look, guys, this is a lip oil. Again, it almost feels like the Say one. This one feels a little bit more hydrating though. Once this goes onto your lips, it disappears in like 10 minutes. It's gone. It's such a thin formula, and it also feels like a liquefied balm almost. It has zero shine, zero reflect. You know, the lip oils that I do enjoy are those that give me some cushion to it, that almost feel like a jelly, that give me a little bit of reflect. And we have seen some amazing lip oils this year. This is not one of them. Also, this packaging is so annoying. Look at that. And then when you pull it out, there's barely any product on the dough foot. Did you guys not test this before putting it out to the masses? I don't understand. The shade is nice, but again, the shade barely shows up. It's the shade Amber. I don't understand this product. I just don't think that this is worth the price point, because usually our mass beauty has quite an elevated price point, and no, this is just a harsh no for me. So the next product, with this product, I was just a little bit disappointed in terms of the formula and the performance of this product. So this is by House Labs, and this is the PhD Hybrid Lip Glaze. So this is a gloss product that is supposed to plump your lips over time. I don't know how it's supposed to do that because it disappears in 5 minutes. So are you supposed to continuously reapply this product? I like the shade. It's pretty translucent though, if I may say. I wish it could have had a little bit more pigment to it, but this disappears in like no time. It's like the Aramas lip oil. It's just gone. Gone with the wind. And yeah, I just did not enjoy this. This wasn't great. This is not worth it. There are so many other glosses that will stay around, that would stick around, and that don't leave in like 5 minutes. So we are done with all of the lip oils, all of the lip glosses. So let's move on to some bullet lipsticks. And the first one is by Makeup Forever. This is their Rouge Artist Matte Lipstick. Those were the new lipsticks that Makeup Forever released. I still have to try out the shiny one. This is the matte formula. My gosh, this is bad. This is such a stunning shade. Though I will say Endless Cacao is one of my favorite shades by them. This shade is so pretty. It is such a stunning shade. Look at that shade. A cool tone brown. I mean, I love, 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 love this shade in their lip liner. It's one of my favorite shades, and I actually did enjoy their lip liner this year. This was so drying. It was enhancing every fine line that I have on my lips. Like, this was almost tightening. This would like pull my lips and it would make them look so dry. And also it was not easy to move the product around, to spread it around. I also don't really love this packaging. It's just a little bit weird to shut it. I don't know. This was just such a failed product. And I really wanted this shade to work, but I think the next product is even worse. And I did not even know that it could get any worse. But at least the next product is a little bit cheaper, because these are also not that cheap. So for the price point, would not recommend this. So the next one is by ColourPop, and it's their new matte lipstick formula. So this shade is beautiful. When I saw this shade, I immediately knew, oh my gosh, this is exactly like my type of shade. This is so beautiful. I wanted this to work so much. This also smells of like strawberries. It smells exactly like the Huda Beauty liquid faux filter liquid blushes. This was not just a little bit of an issue. This was bad. When I applied this, this was such a bad formula. It immediately dried down. It almost peeled off, like it peeled off my lips. When I was rubbing my lips, you know, just to test the formula, because I felt like it was almost like peeling off, it completely peeled off. And it was one of the worst lipsticks I've tried out in my entire life. This is so bad. They need to reformulate this product. This is really, really, really poorly executed. And the shade is so beautiful that I'm so mad that these two just did not work out. The next product, I would say, it's a beautiful lipstick. But for the price point and for my expectations, at the end of the day, I don't know if I want to reach for this, because I do have products that are very, very similar to this that just outperform this one. And it's just a little bit of a shame. So this is by Fenty Beauty, and this is the Gloss Stick. I have this in such a beautiful shade too. I've got this in the shade Spice Cold. It is so pretty. Again, so up my alley, this shade. Very, very stunning shade. And when this goes on, the very first thing that I thought of when I put it on was, oh my gosh, this reminds me of the Nabla jelly lipsticks. And I love them. They are so amazing. But the main difference is that the jelly lipsticks by Nabla, they will last on your lips. This just disappears way, 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 way too quickly. And when I mean that after 30 minutes, I do want to reapply this product because it just literally has vanished, that's not good. That ain't great for a brand that I know can do better with their lip products. So this unfortunately was a little bit of a regret, more than a fail. I would say it's more of a regret because I wish I would have known this. I wish I would have known that this just disappears off my lips so quickly and that it's so similar to my Nabla jelly lipsticks that are also a little bit more affordable that I honestly did not need this. Although it's a pretty shade, but I'm not going to be purchasing any other shades from this line. Guys, those were all of the products that I did not end up enjoying in 2024 that came out last year. So I would be so curious. Have you tried out any of these products? Do you share my opinion or not? Let me know. Did I feature any of the products that you love? I am always really, really curious to hear your opinions in the comment section down below. And also, please do let me know, what was your worst makeup product that you've tried out last year? I really want to know. Maybe it was something that I did not try out. Let me know in the comment section down below. If you did enjoy this video somehow, although the only thing I was doing was complaining, give it a like, do something positive at the end of the video, subscribe to my channel, and also ring the bell in order to get notified about my upcoming videos. And my next video is going to be a little bit more uplifting. I'm going to be talking about my favorite products of 2024. But until then, please do take care. Thank you so much for watching.